Hi, this is Lisa, the original designing diva. I had done a video. I actually had posted it and then took it down, of my faux dories that I used. And the reason I did that was it was almost like an hour long. It was ridiculous. So what I think I'll do is I'll do separate videos for one or two of the faux dories, depending on how long the videos take. And I'll post them as a series. I'll post them as, video 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll link them below each video. So that's the plan for now. But before I did that, I wanted to go through my wallet, and before I went through my faux dories, I wanted to review my Filofax with you. So hopefully I can get through this and not take too long. I'm not sure if I've done a video on this actual wallet. I know I did one on a Midori wallet that I had cut down, and it may have been this one, but I think it was the first one I did, because the first one I did, I cut it lengthwise, but I also cut it widthwise, and it wasn't wide enough for me. So I did another one, and I left the actual width of the original Midori Traveler's Notebook. So that's what this one is. It's got the 4 metal corners on the front and the back. This is a Tim Holtz book plate. It's a book plate, but I done this with several of my Faux Dories. I attach a cabochon. This is a turquoise cabochon. And I have this little pearl dangle on the side. And on the spine, I have, the turquoise and the pearl dangle. I have a little plaque that says dream and a little key. And those are just enough charms for me. They work out well. On the back, as you know, Midori, their closure is on the back of the book. When I cut the book down, obviously it was too high. I couldn't use the same hole for my closure elastic. So what I did was I covered it with this silver plate, and this is like a little crystal button, and I tied it in the back with it's like fishing line. It's clear fishing line, so you can't really see it. So that's the outside. The inside, I just did this a couple weeks ago. I have been using a regular wallet, and for some reason decided to go back to this for a while. I switch out every now and then. But this is part of the Planner Society kit for, I'm not sure if it was July or August. I think it was August. And maybe July. I don't know. It was all summer themed. So these are some of the stickers that came with it. It was, beach and bathing suits and all that kind of stuff. This is something I found on the internet. I love you to the moon and back. This I put in here for my daughter, for my baby daughter, who's who's not a baby anymore. She just got married this past April. But that's something we always used to say to each other. And then this is just a doodle. Not that I'm, I don't know if it looks like a flower or a pink and purple spider. I haven't quite figured it out. I am not an artist, but it's just a stupid doodle that I did. And this is a section to keep track of expenses. And I have, it's kind of coded: purple or small purchases, blue or large purchases, and red are checks, which most places don't take checks anymore. So, but that's what that is. And this actually is a calendar, a 12-month calendar, monthly. but I've got it set up for the expenses. And I'm not sure if I'll continue to do that or use it as a calendar. It's undated, so I have some options there. And there's some more stickers. This is a pocket folder, and this is where I keep like my small bills for when I run into the store or whatever, and I cover them with uh, these little cards that came with the Planner Society kit. And I'm not going to show you. This is my license and my Costco card, and this is my insurance and credit card, and this is just a little booklet that I stuck this hello on there. And this is a running list I keep of ideas to use for Traveler's Notebooks because I I can't stop making them. I make them and make them. Some of them I'll list for sale. Some of them speak to me and I have to keep them for myself. So I have to justify having all these planner notebooks. So these are a list of items that can be used to record in my notebooks. That's what that is. And this I saw somewhere, I can't tell you where, probably somewhere on YouTube. And it's current me and versus future me. Um, and, you know, it's a fun little thing. I don't know if it actually creates any change, but and I look at it and it makes you think. That's what that is. And I'm sure I'll add to that because I'm sure there's a lot of things about me that I could change. Um, this is my baby. I love this picture. This is my favorite picture of her. I don't know if you can see it. It's in focus. She was in first grade. She was 6 years old. I think it's the sweetest picture. She turns 36 on Friday. So you can tell I've carried this picture around with me for a very long time. It's my favorite picture of her. I don't know why. She's so sweet in it. I just love it. And then this is a graph paper booklet. And these booklets, I don't remember doing it, but I must have ordered them like from Amazon or something because these are all Midori Traveler's Notebooks, and the folder, this folder is a Midori folder. So they're not anything I made, they're just regular Traveler's Notebooks. These are my rewards cards, like my Plenty card and all that. This is a pocket that I keep checks in. This pocket, I kind of skipped over. This pocket, I keep, like if we're going on a trip or if I have larger bills or that I don't want to, accidentally give somebody a 50 when I want to give them a 5. I keep my larger bills separate. And I've got these all marked with binder clips so I can find them easily. This one has checks in it, which I don't know why. No, the only person I know that takes checks from me anymore is my hairdresser, but I keep a check in there. And then this is a little line notebook. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these yet. These are my business cards. And these are my other little babies. This is my Lacey. We lost her. She was 14. We lost her about 4 years ago. And we were so heartbroken. We got this little ragamuffin, and her name is Coco, and she is the sweetest, most loving, adorable dog I have ever seen. She's just amazing. We lucked out with her. And this is my grandson. His name is Lex. He is 4, going on 5. Wow. And he just had a little brother in January whose name is Augustin. And I don't have a picture of Augustin yet to put in my wallet, but That's my family, part of my family. And that's my wallet. It's nothing special or anything. I just like it. I like the way this leather distresses and it goes with the turquoise, and I don't know. I'll use it for a while and then I'll probably go back to a regular wallet. I'm not very faithful to anything. So this you've seen before. I did a tour of this. This is my my Filofax, my Fluro pink Filofax. I love this book. Oh my god, I love this book. And as much as I love Faux Doris and I want to use my Faux Doris, I cannot give up using this book. I cannot not use this book. I just love it too much. It's too pretty. The leather is too nice. I just have to use it. So you've seen this page before. This is my like little inspirational page, and there's a shaker card thingy here, and I've got some stickers and some binder clips. And let's see. These I've mentioned before. These are Alexis, the from the Strange and Charmed ones, or Miss Trenchcoat. I don't know if she still does. She used to do, if you subscribe to her, you know, sign up for her newsletters and stuff. She would every month do a free dashboard. And so these are some of the things that came with the dashboard that were inspirational or, you know, fun. And there were a few of them I liked, so I printed them and I keep them in my book here. And this actually came, I actually purchased her planner package because it was simplistic, it had what I wanted, and it was just worth it. And I could have made it myself, but why bother? It was easier to just buy it. And this little quote came with it. It says, make something wonderful happen today. And on the back of it is your identification information. And these dividers, I think, came with a Doki book I got. And I added these are Heidi's swap, I think. I added the heart and the star and all that stuff. So this is her planner. I'm going to go to September because that's the first month I really set it up the way that I plan on using it. Okay, so here's my month on 2 pages. It's, you know, it's with it. September right at the moment is pretty quiet, but somehow they always seem to fill in, you know, I don't know. Oh, and just a reminder, the 10th, I have a survey for a video that's on my, that's a video that I've posted. That's a survey on my website, frankly, Faux Dori. And anybody who responds to the survey will be entered into a drawing for a leather Faux Dori, one of my leather Faux Doris. These are the two. You can choose whichever one you want. This is an art journal, and this is just a plain paper journal. They're both leather, and this one is listed for $44.50 on my website, and this one is listed for $44 on my website. So if you want a chance to win one of those, just go, and there's 5 questions that don't require big long answers. I'm just looking for some feedback on my shop, and so, you know, if you're interested in a free Faux Dori, go help me out, and you'll be entered to win. And the drawing is September 10th. That's what I have it in my calendar here. That's what made me think of it. So that was my month on 2 pages. Her planner package comes with a task list for each month, and she also sells a task tracker, which I had purchased a long time ago, um, and downloaded, and so I have it for keeps. And on this one, on the one that comes with the planner, I do my personal tasks, and on the one that I purchased, I do my business tasks. Um, so that's how I keep track of that. There's an expense sheet in here for the month, which I will fill out at the end of the month. And this will probably be personal expenses. And then here's my week on 2 pages. And then I have a business tracking section, which I do business expense and income, Etsy tracking, eBay. Every now and then I'll sell something on eBay. Not a big eBayer, but every now and then I will sell something. My YouTube, things that I want to do on YouTube, my blog, my tasks, and my goals. So these are like my Etsy, my eBay, my eBay tracking, Etsy tracking, my YouTube videos I want to do, and my task tracker. And that those are more projects in that section as opposed to just simple tasks. And this is my personal tracking, which is personal expenses, which I will just, keep a running list. And I don't know which one I'm going to use it with, and a sleep and a step tracker and a food tracker. So that's what's in this one. And then this is just a list section. In my list section, I have a list of suggested lists. Don't ask. But I have important numbers, books to read, movies that I want to see, TV that I want to make sure to DVR. You have to write them down because they advertise them so far ahead, but they don't show up in your DVR until like 2 weeks before they're going to be on. Just having my morning coffee. It's 7 o'clock. I've been up since 2. I have packing list, a bucket list, a favorites list, anything that's anything, favorites. Things to improve, another improvement section, a gift list, a wish list, an idea list. I keep my medical and surgical history in here and my medication list just in case something happens and my family needs it. I also carry with me this little calendar. I was using it as a calendar, but I don't anymore. But I have in here, if I have an accident and I'm not able to talk or whatever. I guess being a nurse has taught me this because I've had so many patients that come in and they have no idea what medications they take, or they can't remember their medical history, and you've been in a trauma, and it's just easier to be able to hand this to someone and say, here you go. So it has my diagnoses in it, my surgeries that I've had, the medications I take, my emergency contacts, my physicians and their phone numbers. So it's just a little handy thing I keep in my purse. That if I'm alone and something happens and I can't talk to them, they're going to look for identification. They're going to look for some kind of information, and if they can find that, and it will be very helpful to whatever medical facility that I end up at. So, like I said, that's probably the nurse in me. You should always carry a med list. I tell everybody that. Carry your medication list with you because you never know. So enough preaching. And then I have what I call bucket list fails. I have a bucket list, but I also have a bucket list fail. And the reason for that is it's things that I would have liked to have done, but now that I'm of a certain age, I know I will never ever do. So they're bucket list fails because there are things on my bucket list that I won't ever do. So if there's something you want to do and you're young, I would suggest try and try your hardest to whatever it is to go get it done, because when you get to be a certain age, there are some people are um, super active and athletic and everything up until their 80s. I'm not one of those people, unfortunately. So, you never know what the future's going to hold. So if there's something you want to do, do it now. Do it while you're able. Do it while you're young. Have fun while you're young. Um, you know, just enjoy being young because it goes by fast. And so that's my bucket list fails list. Is that depressing enough for everybody? Okay, let's move on. Um, project planning. Those are like major projects. I have the other is my project list, and this is planning my projects, what I need to do to prepare, what I need to prepare, what, the steps to finish my project, and all that good stuff. This is just a little, looks like a Tim Holtz thing. I'm not sure what it is, but it's a little bag that I have in here if I want to keep, anything in here. And this is my personal mission statement. And these are my goals for 2017 and beyond, because I did them um, when I got this binder, which was in July. So that's my Filofax and my wallet. And let's see how I did time-wise. Not too bad. Better than an hour. So I will go on and start with my Faux Doris. I thank you for watching. I hope it was enjoyable. Um, and I hope you go on to watch video too. I'll say bye for now.